Hey, I just want to thank my subs out there. You guys left me know that Resurrection Remix finally released a Pi version. Now, that version is Resurrection v7.0, and that is, of course, Android version 9.0, which is Pi. So when we come back, we're going to go ahead and get into this, and let's see what this ROM's made of. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. You hit that notification icon to get a notification of my videos as soon as they're released. That way you don't miss any of them. Alright guys, welcome back to another ROM review. I am Dave Hayes, and this is Hayes Tech and ROM Review. We are going to go over Resurrection Remix, and this is Pi, or Android version 9.0. We've waited quite a while for this. And it is here. I just want to thank you, subscribers. And I'm so sorry, I forget the person that brought this up to me. I think Doug, was the one that brought this up to me. Anyways, whoever it was, I want to thank you. And we're going to go ahead and get on with this. There's been a lot of things going on in my life, personally. And I haven't been checking. If you guys wouldn't have told me that this ROM was out, I would have never known. So thank you very much. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. Again, this is Android version 9.0 or Pi, Resurrection Remix, and it is on the Nexus 6. So we're going to go ahead and get into System and About Phone. You guys can see it's the Nexus 6. Android version 9.0, and if I tap it several times, it'll bring up the Pi. There we go. The little Pi Easter egg. That's pretty cool. I'm running with the supplied kernel. Everything is as flashed, guys. Quickly, before we go any further, how do you flash this? Make sure you're unencrypted first off. If you are not unencrypted, or if you don't know how, I'm going to try to put a link in the upper corner there for you guys to click on to my video on how to unencrypt your device. But basically, make sure you're unencrypted. You want to flash the ROM. You want to flash the GApps or the GApps. And then boot up your device. It's about that simple. I recommend that if you're running any other version other than Pi, format your data. I just recommend that. It does make things run better. Start out with a clean slate. That's just what I recommend. Alright guys, I know you guys are dying to find out what the custom settings are in Resurrection Remix, so we are going to go ahead and go into the Resurrection tools. I just want to say right now, before we get any further, with each version of Android that we get from Google, we lose more and more custom features, just so you guys are aware of that. Alright, first up, we are under status bar. We're going to bring up clock. These are your settings for that. You can go from right, left, or center for the clock. Show seconds if you want, AM, PM style. You have your date style, date format, and again, your date position. You can show net activity in your status bar, basically data coming in, going out. It'll show right up there. You can tick that on if you want. You do have battery status style. Not much to choose from, guys. We have portrait, circle, dotted circle, text, and hidden. That's about it. Again, this is what you get with Pi. We no longer have our 3-minute battery mod or any of the really awesome features that we were used to having before. Now, you notice I am running with a battery bar. This ROM does come with a battery bar. If you tick it on, these are your settings. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't actually change the color. The only thing you can change color to is when you're for charging, or when you get or when your battery starts to get low. That's about it. And then of course we can change the charging color under under a light theme or a dark theme. Again, it is what it is, guys. Battery percentage, again, you guys can hide it run it next to the icon or inside the icon. Next up is going to be your status bar weather. Right now I have it hidden, just because I have too much going on up there. But right here are the options that you can have for that. And yes, it was working. I did have it on and it was working great. You can change your font as well for that. And I like Coming Soon. I think that's a pretty nice one. I also like Dancing Script Bold. Those are two that I tend to lean towards. Next up is going to be your brand or logo, and absolutely, if I'm going to run a custom ROM and they give me a custom logo to run, I'm going to run it. It's going to throw it up wherever you want. I have it running in the upper left corner. You guys don't have to run with it, or you can run with it in the right corner if you want. Notification ticker, system icons is basically just, you know, what you're going to show up here. Show roaming indicator, your Volt icon. If you guys have Volt, show data, disable icon, show notification count. Carrier labels next. If you want to run with that or run with a custom carrier label, this is where you're going to change that at. Status bar gestures, brightness control by sliding it if you want to run with that. And then of course the double tap to sleep is right there. Alright, status bar items. This is going to be where you can pick and choose what you actually want or don't want showing on your status bar. This is going to be where you turn that on or off. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and go back, and I'm going to go into display. And I know some of you guys don't like to see with a dark theme, and I'm running only the built-in theme. I am not running with a substratum theme. So we're going to go to Style. And I'm going to go back to, actually, I want to show you this. Under Style, you can go dark, light, you know, automatic with wallpaper. But under dark, they give you both the black and default, which is a dark gray. So just so you guys know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to white or light. And under the accent, we're going to go ahead and go to default. That way you guys can see exactly what this looks like as flashed, alright? So we're going to go ahead and go back into the Resurrection tools, and we were under status bar, and I think we were pretty much done with that. So we're going to swipe to the right. That's going to bring up our quick settings. Under the first up is going to be animations. Animation style again, you know, I choose rotate. You can go flip or none. And of course I have fast. And I run linear. They have quite a few to choose from there. Well, a couple to choose from there. Alright, tile, or your tile layout. This is all they give you for that. Brightness slider if you want it. Auto brightness. Your quick pull down. You can run right, left, or off. Again, guys, we just keep losing more and more and more stuff. So under advanced, it's going to be your miscellaneous, you know, vibrate on touch. Okay, if we swipe to the right, that brings up our recents. You can run with slim recents if you'd like to. Right now I'm running standard recents, or standard pi recents, or as I like to call OIS recents, because it looks so much like an Apple phone, it's not even funny. I hate this. I loved that Rolodex style recents that we had, but if you want, you can actually run with slim recents, and you can set up the slim recents however you like. You can color them, you can do whatever you want, and I actually set up some colors, so if you guys want to see, that's what slim recents looks like. And again, guys, this is my coloring, this is how I have it set up. You guys don't have to set it up that way. You can set it up however you want. And I am going to go ahead and go back to standard recents again. The hidden apps, get out of there, man. Stink bugs everywhere. I hate them damn stink bugs. Swipe to the right brings up lock screen, power menu on lock screen, fingerprint unlock, charging info on the lock screen, of course, face auto unlock. Now I haven't tried face auto unlock on my Nexus 6 only because I don't run with a screen lock. I just don't do it, guys. I was told, I actually read in some of the XDA threads, that it's working great. So just so you guys know, that's what I was, that's what I'd read. Bottom shortcuts you can change. You know, know, right, left. Media cover art, clock and font size you can change, your date font size you can change, and then of course your lock screen weather, if you want to go ahead and mess with that, that is where you want to adjust that at as well. If we swipe to the right, that brings up the system animations. You have your screen off animation, list view animation, scrolling cache, toast, Resurrection Remix tabs, transition effect. Basically within this custom settings tab there will be animations if you want. You can set that up right here. And again, I don't mess with animations. I think they just slow the system down too much. And then last but not least is going to be your system animations. You can scroll through there. The only one I like, the one that speeds up scrolling, that's the only one I like. Swipe to the right is going to bring up miscellaneous. We have our show CPU info. If you want that to show, go ahead and tick that on. Weather service settings, this is where you're going to want to go to set up your weather so that everything works, you know, whether you want Fahrenheit or Celsius, custom location, the whole 9 yards. That's where you're going to go to set that up. Condition icon pack, if you're running with a custom icon pack, or if you have custom icon packs, I can't even talk, installed on your device, you can set them up out here or with that. And that's it for miscellaneous. Under interface you have heads up. Thank you for at least letting us shut that off, and I do have that disabled right now. They have dashboard settings. You can change your dashboard to make it look pretty much however you'd like it to look. System UI tuner, and then display size. You can change your display size. Right now I do have it in large. If I go down one, it would be default. You can go with a custom LCD density if you want. I left it the way it is. Volume panel, timeout, smart pixels. If you want to run with that, this is going to be where you set that up at. I don't run with that. I do like this feature here. They do allow you to use custom fonts that they have pre-installed. Pi, if you guys want to run with that, here it is. You basically tick it on and then you go and set everything up there. I'm not going to run with Pi, so I'm going to leave that off. Gesture anywhere. These are your settings for that. Basically click it on and then these are the settings for it. Again, I don't use gestures at all. It's just, call me old-fashioned, I guess. Or an old fogey. You can go ahead and call me that. I don't care. Screenshot options. You guys, they do give you an option on how you want to take your screenshots. Right here is how you do that. And then under miscellaneous, you have your show floating button, wake on plug. Let's see, vibrate on USB plug, 3-finger gesture. Yes, thank you very much. For screenshots, if you take 3 fingers and swipe down, it'll take a screenshot. I do like that feature. Smart notification sounds, and you know, basically a lot of stuff that we're used to in some of the other custom ROMs that are out. I'm not seeing a lot of custom features on this that we don't have in some of the ROM reviews I've already did on, you know, like Pixel Dust and some of the other ones that are out for the Nexus 6. But again, guys, this is one of their first builds, so give them some time. I'm sure we're going to have, you know, at least a few more custom options in here. Let's see, audio panel. This is your volume dialog timeout. Now, if we swipe to the right again, that brings up navigation. And this is editing your navigation bar, you know, your layout, your editor. Again, this is standard stuff you can get even in the stock form. Under gestures, I've tried using gestures with this, guys, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I can't get my gestures to work. So I'm sure it's me. Don't blame the ROM for that. Under buttons, you have your wake device, answer call, you know, control playback, your keyboard cursor, reorient, power button. Again, this is one of the things I like about Resurrection Remix. They give a plethora of options to choose from. You know, pick what you want. Bob's your uncle. You're good to go. Let's see. They have end call, long press, or torch. I usually do like to run that, and I like it to shut off after 1 minute usually. Now swipe to the right It's going to bring up About Phone. This is going to bring up the change logs for anything that they may have added in the build that we're running. And you can you can share the links if you want, the drill for logcats if you're having an issue. Make sure you know how to use a logcat. Resurrection's website is there. You can go use Chrome browser and go check it out if you want. This is their website. Come on, load. There you go. Their GitHub page, if you guys are into GitHub or if you want to contribute, go over to their GitHub page. They do have a Facebook page as well. So this is going to be their Facebook page. And then, of course, Twitter. They do have a Twitter page also. You can go to Twitter, tweet if you want. Tweet. Anyways, that is it, guys. This is Resurrection Remix. Really, there is nothing on here any different than any other ROM. I really don't even want to go through the other settings because they are exactly the same as any of the other Pi ROMs out there. We could go to System and go to Developer Options if you guys want to see them. They do have the Advanced Restart switch there. OEM unlocking, don't touch that, guys. No matter what you do, don't touch that. Here's your Android debugging. I think they have a local terminal. Thank you very much for that. And I think they had drawing set to 1.0 on all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get down to drawing right here. Yes, they have them all set to 1, which is crazy. I shut drawing off. I shut animations off on everything. You want to speed up your device or make it feel like it's fast, shut all those animations off right there. Guys, that's it. That is Resurrection Remix. Android version 9.0. A couple things. Why don't they come with a custom wallpaper? I don't get that. They are one of the top custom ROMs out there, and you would think they would at least load it with one of their custom wallpapers. We get a Google wallpaper. I think if you're going to put out a custom ROM, you should put a custom wallpaper on it. It's very lacking in features. It's very lacking in a lot of custom features. But again, that's not Resurrection Remix's fault. That's Google's fault. Alright guys, I figured I'd show you guys the camera app. Definitely does work. We're going to go ahead and pull up the camera now, and what I'm going to do is just take some snaps. Of the, okay, there's a picture. There's another, and this is on HDR too, so. And I'll take a picture of my Mountain Dew just so you guys are seeing. And then we'll switch to video. I am going to record you guys. There, it focused. I just had to manually focus it. And look at that. I'm taking a video of me videoing me taking a video of the video. Okay, well that concludes the review of Resurrection Remix v7.0, which is the Android version 9.0 or Pi. As I said in the video, I think it's lacking in quite a few features that we're used to with running Resurrection Remix, but I don't really blame it on Resurrection because of Google and Google making it harder and harder for the developers to come up with a custom ROM. Google has basically come right out and said that they are going to make it hard for anybody to change the way Google wants to run things. And to be quite honest with you guys, looking at the latest rendition of Google, especially on my Pixel 2 XL, my phone is looking more and more like an Apple phone every freaking day. So, those days of custom ROMs, guys, I think are really starting to close to an end. But, it is what it is. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I will see you on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button.